Alrighty, y'all. Welcome back. It is now Thursday. You know what that means. We're here again. This is the Sit Down Sports Edition with my man Andrew to my left. And we're going to go over the conference championship games. Nice and quick and easy for you guys. We only got 2 games to talk about now. It's kind of sad that we're getting down towards the end now.
Yeah, we're getting into the nitty-gritty.
We had a lot more vested interest in this season more than others because we have to kind of talk about everything now. So to kind of see that it's coming to a close and it's sort of closing up now, you know, it's interesting. You know, it's kind of sad in a sense. Yep. I'm already looking forward to next year. But let's dive in. Let's go. First game on the bracket is Buccaneers at Lambeau facing the Green Bay Packers. What do you think? Who you got?
This is going to be a really good game. Mm-hmm. The Bucs are rolling. They're probably one of the hottest teams in football next to the Bills. Just absolutely mowing down teams constantly. And they've been playing really well, and they haven't won the same way twice in a row.
Right.
Last week they won strict running game and defense. The week before that, they friggin' just torched
Washington.
Washington, mm-hmm. Yeah, they did what they had to do. But the Packers are the Packers.
They are.
I think the Packers are the Saints with a less dominant defense, but a way more dominant offense. And I think it's going to be a shootout. And Tom Brady has not done well in shootouts lately. So because of that, I'm going to go with the Packers.
Okay. Well, you know, I think you knew where I was going before I even asked you that question. You know, it's I've been rolling with them most of the year this year. I'm going Buccaneers. I'm going Buccaneers for everything you just said, Ashley. You know, I think they are the hottest team in football, hands down. I don't even think it's close right now. They are catching their stride at the right time, and they are a scary-looking football team. I think it's going to come down to what the Buccaneers do on the ground. They're going to have to run the ball with authority. And if you look at the Packers, last time they were in the NFC Championship, what happened? They got ran into submission in their house. And, you know, they did nothing to bolster their defense. So that defense is exactly the same as it was last year. They might be playing a little bit better. I will give them credit for that. But they're still very flimsy when it comes to stopping the run. And when Tom Brady needs to make the throws and he doesn't have to carry the team, which he still can do in my opinion, it's easy for him. It's house money at that point. So I'm going Buccaneers because of that. I think their run game, you look at Leonard Fournette, that dude is a monster right now.
He's a beast.
He's fresh. He's brand new. He's had a third of the workload he's had by this time of the year. So he's fresh. It's like his second game of the year right now. He's brand new. He's got fresh legs. He's not tired. He's not beat up. He's playing for a contract right now. So he's ready to go.
And if it does snow, that's gonna be big for Ronald Jones and Leonard Fournette going up against a stable of running backs in Green Bay. You got Aaron Jones, you have Jamal Williams, you have A.J. Dillon. Those are all 3 very competent guys who could at some point have a starting position on another roster. And to have 3 of them, you're looking at another scenario of fresh legs. So it could be a shootout or it could be a ground and pound game. But either way, it's going to be really fun to watch.
It's going to be such a good game, you know. And I think Aaron Rodgers is going to have a really nice day. But I think it's going to come down to, I just see it coming down to the Buccaneers having the ball late in the game, driving down the field. Last kind of minute touchdown or field goal to win the game. I see that going this way. It's going to be close, and it's going to come down to the wire. The Buccaneers are going to create some turnovers, I think, and I don't think the Packers are going to run the ball effectively. If you look at this statistically, we talked about this last week too. Teams don't run the ball on the Bucs. They don't do it. They don't do it, and I don't suspect that Green Bay is going to be able to do it either. But, I'm so freaking excited, bro. This is going to be a heck of a game, bro. This is going to be great. And let's go to the late window, the 6:40 window. We got the Bills visiting Arrowhead, playing against what feels as though a hobbled, an injured kind of Chiefs team that sort of feels like they're kind of crawling on their hands and their knees right now to try to get there. Which is very different from what we saw last year. You know, where are you going with this one, Andrew? How you feeling?
So there's 2 ways you could think about this, right? Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce were so dominant against Cleveland. They knew that they were going to have to stop them, and they just couldn't.
Yep.
For 2.5 quarters, Patrick Mahomes had his way with Cleveland's defense. They scored on every single drive that he finished on the field. However, even if Patrick Mahomes plays, which I don't know if he will, I'm going to go Bills. I think the Bills' offense last week was an anomaly. Their inability to really move the ball that much and put up points and all of that kind of jazz. I think they went into that game knowing this is going to be we're going to make this a defensive battle. We're going to make them have to use Lamar Jackson the way they don't want to. And we're going to say stop it. And the offense is going to try and, move the ball as well as they can and try and make that happen. They're also coached by a very, very good head coach in John Harbaugh. So good defensive head coach, really knows how to give offenses fits. Andy Reid's going to have to get creative against this Bills defense because there's nothing on tape that you gotta write some new plays for this week because Sean McDermott is not going to allow you to run the same thing you've been running. Not going to happen. If you try to run that fourth and one play, a short to Tyreek Hill, that's going to get blown up behind the line of scrimmage because Sean McDermott's going to say, we're gonna assign a guy for that play specifically because Sean McDermott's a genius. He knows how to exploit your weaknesses. Now, if you have Chad Henne starting at quarterback, then he's going to say, all right, beat us through the air. We're still gonna lock down your receivers, but maybe we'll lighten up the pass rush a little bit. We'll give them some time, sure, but we're gonna lock that up. We'll maybe rush 5 instead of 4, or 5 instead of blitzing, and make you have to work for it. Make you run the ball, all that kind of stuff. But if Patrick Mahomes does play, they're gonna send the rush all game long because they know he won't be able to move because of that toe, and also because of his neck. He's not gonna be. I don't see a scenario in which Sean McDermott doesn't completely just establish exactly what the Chiefs are going to do and do exactly what the Bills need to do to stop it. That's why I'm going Bills.
Yeah, it's that was a very compelling, analysis you gave me there, Andrew. And it's I think for me, I think what it comes down to is this is what we talked about from week 1. I had said this about the Chiefs. The only thing that's going to stop the Chiefs is if they stop themselves or if they get injury prone. Mm-hmm. And their most important player, their most important person is now beat up pretty badly, in my opinion. And, I think that's something, if he plays, the Bills are going to send pressure. Let's hit him as much as we possibly can. We're going to batter him. We're going to beat him down. And we're going to break his will. And if he doesn't play, okay, like you had said, what's his name, Chad Henne? Mm-hmm. All right, Chad Henne, beat us. Try to beat us. You're not going to be able to. Try. Let's see. Try. And I think for me, this is tough, because it's, if you're thinking, I still feel as though the Chiefs can win this game. But for some strange reason, I just think the Bills are going to come in there, and I think they're going to shock the world. I'm going Bills as well. I'm going Bills too.
As of this moment that we are recording this video, Patrick Mahomes' status is not up to the Kansas City Chiefs. He is under concussion protocol by a third party, not run by the NFL, but employed by the NFL that has no stake in anything whatsoever. So whether they choose to let him play or not is really what's going to determine whether he plays or not. The Chiefs doctors have no say. Andy Reid has no say. Roger Goodell has no say. So it's really just a wait and see. By the time this video goes up on Thursday, things might look a lot different. But even so, I think even if Patrick Mahomes plays, I don't see a scenario in which the Bills are going to lose this game.
Yeah, it's so crazy, too, because I can't believe I'm actually picking against the Chiefs, because you know how I feel about them, but I just feel like things are perfectly set up for the Chiefs to lose a bad game, and I think this might be that one. And how about that? Could you imagine that? Buccaneers Bills in the Super Bowl or Bills Packers in the Super Bowl?
So I want the Bucks to win on Sunday. I would much rather see Bills Bucks than Bills Packers. Bills Packers would still be cool. Two teams of the 90s just duking it out. Like one early 90s, late 80s, the other one late 90s with Brett Favre. Like that history that's there. That would be really cool. In my brain, I'm always like, what's the most likely Super Bowl? And I'm like, probably Chiefs Packers. That would be obnoxious. It's like, that was Super Bowl one. It would be a little annoying. And then like Chiefs Bucks would be like, it's too much red on the field. I would be really annoyed. But if the Bucks do make the Super Bowl, by the way, that would be the first time a team has. Excuse me, I inhaled my own saliva. The Bucks would be the first team in NFL history to play the Super Bowl in their home stadium.
I want to see that because here's my thing.
Would be awesome.
If the Bucks get through the Packers, it doesn't matter who comes out of the AFC. It's over. They're beating either team that comes out of the AFC, in my opinion.
I think so.
If the Buccaneers can beat the Packers, it's over, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I think we said this early in the season, like week 1 early in the season. If the Bucks are good enough to make it to the Super Bowl, nobody's stopping them. Because A, you have home field. I mean, and what a heck of a year to get home field.
Right.
With COVID and you can't even get all the fans there. That's like, it's just like, oh, dang it. Like, what a missed opportunity. It's like almost a guaranteed win if it's a Super Bowl and you have home field.
How crazy would that
it's stupid. It's so stupid.
That would be amazing.
But I mean, Florida's restrictions are very minimal in terms of fan attendance.
Yeah, I think they're up to like 12. 12? No.
12K.
Maybe a little bit less, but
I'm sure it's some kind of. I think they're at like 30% capacity or something like that. So let's look it up really quick.
Because it's so, like you had said, it's so funny because like it is such a missed opportunity in a sense. Like, man, what a year to get home field advantage. Just like, you go to the Super Bowl in your home stadium for the first time in Super Bowl history, and you can't even really reap the rewards of it. Because there's not enough fans there. There's not going to be that pop, kind of that zip that you get normally. So it's I just hope they can get there. Because like I said, if they can get there, I think it's over. I really do.
So they have not officially announced what sort of capacity they will allow for the Super Bowl. But let's see what capacity they've had throughout the season.
That's interesting. Watch DeSantos be like, all right, you're 100%. Yeah.
They allowed about 16,000.
Oh wow, that's more than I thought.
Yeah. So if they allow anything higher, which DeSantis probably will allow because of how his stance has been on COVID so far, should be very interesting. They will have lots of rowdy Bucks fans. That will definitely give the Bucks an advantage. Because you also have to remember, these teams are not used to fans being in the stands all season.
Right, that's so true.
They've been able to run their offenses the way they want to, no issues, no wrinkles. And if the Bucks make the Super Bowl, it's going to be a very big impact, not only because of fans, but because of comfortability. You're going to a stadium. It's like business as usual. You don't have to travel. You don't have to worry about all this nonsense.
Right.
You can go straight to the game from your house. Like, it doesn't matter.
Go home at nighttime, sleep in your own bed, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm. So it eliminates a lot of factors that a team usually has to go through during Super Bowl week. That should be very, very interesting if they win. I hope they win. I don't think they will, but I hope they do.
I do too. I think
we'll see.
Yeah, I'm just excited. I am excited. But already, y'all, that was it. This is a first for us. This is pretty groundbreaking. First virtual episode on the entire channel. Not only the sit down sports edition, but the whole channel. So this is fun. This is cool. This is groundbreaking stuff here. Andrew, I appreciate you. Appreciate you being available and coming on, man. As always, it's a lot of fun. Even though we had to switch it up a little bit, this actually kind of worked better. And it's cool because now we have this in our back pocket for the future. So that's always good to have. Yeah, correct, exactly. But already, y'all, we will see you next week, Tuesday. where we're going to go into our Super Bowl predictions. And we'll probably do, Andrew had kind of mentioned this last time, I think what we'll do to kind of fill up some of that space or fill up that gap there is maybe we'll have like an award show. We'll pick maybe 15 or 20 awards and we'll give them out to individual players, like kind of something we'll do. But we'll brainstorm. We'll get back to you guys. But as of now, we will see you guys next Tuesday, and then the following Thursday, to talk about the NFC Championship games, AFC Championship games, and then Super Bowl predictions, who we got. But alrighty, y'all. Until next time, we will see you later.